Rev it! That's what I call American muscle. Alright guys, hope you're got, cause I'm got, and hope you're got. Today I brought you back a new car. We're gonna do a full review on a 2020 Dodge Challenger RT. So let's go and take a look at the car. We're gonna go through the functions and the features. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, put that thumbs up. Alright guys, starting with the front of the car, got the new LED lights, and also as you can see, that's the hood scoop. We got the RT badge in the front, the lip, the rim package, and going back, you have the chrome fuel opener, and then here's a view of the back of the car with the lights off. And then here's a view with the lights on of the back of the car. And going to the side, you have these light bulbs. Okay, so let's go inside the car, see what it's got to offer. Alright guys, so this one comes with a standard push button start. Let's press it. That nice V8 sound. Alright guys, so starting with the steering wheel, on this side we have a bunch of options that controls the main screen in the middle over there. On the bottom it's your phone pickup and decline, and then your VR system voice command. And then with this we can go through the menus and change it. So let's go, for example, audio, fuel consumption, range, tire pressure, all controlled with this speedometer. And coming on this side is your full cruise control. So set, increase, decrease, reset, cancel, and set again. We also have paddle shifters located in the back. Moving on to the side, this knob controls your signals, high beam, and your windshield washer, and your wipers. So all is controlled with this one right here. Coming on the side, this one controls the headlight unit. So automatic, it's connected to right now, then small lights and big lights. And then on the side you have what controls the lights in the dash and the lights in the car, up and down, and then trunk release button right beside it. Coming to the side, we have two automatic, full automatic window controls, up and down, with lock and unlock button, and your mirror controls located right there. Alright guys, so coming to the main infotainment, this is where actually all the information is selected through. Very big screen, very clear visibility. So I'm going to take you through some of the features, quickly take a look at it. So right now we're in the media. Once we click the media, this page comes up. Then we have your AM, FM series, and also if you can connect your phone. Once you do connect your phone, everything is controlled via here or with the ones on the steering wheel. Going next, you have your climate control buttons. Put climate on, then this full screen comes where you can control your climate, press it off, and then you can just go to controls. Once you go to controls, you have the heated seats, ventilated seats for driver and passenger, something not standard in a lot of cars. Mirror dimmer, also again available on cars, but not a standard feature that you can press turn on and off. And your heated steering wheel, very good for location like Canada where we live in. Again, goes back out. Also with the climate control, you can be controlling it through the buttons down there. As you can see, it's a dual zone climate control. So this one's for the driver, that one's for the passenger. Front defrost, rear defrost. This is how you turn it on and off. You turn it, turns off and on, and then press the button off. AC, and to keep the air in the car, you'd be using that one. Alright guys, so now let's go through some more controls. Next is your controls. Like we said, you could be accessing it through climate, or you could be throwing it from here. The apps, once you click on the apps, all the apps show up. then you can select them right there. So you have your travel link, performance control, the heated seats where there was already a shortcut over there, performance pages, app managers, again heated steering wheel, which you can bring up as a shortcut. Next is a navigation. This one is an additional option that you can purchase with the car, not a standard one. And then you can go where to. Again, brings out all the search, home, work, go back, view map. So that's a map. Something I like to point out about this display is it's very good quality and very responsive. And then going back, navigation, home, work, emergency, navigation settings. Next over, you have your phone, which controls, once you have your phone connected, you can actually operate it through this and you don't have to go back to the phone. And next is your settings. So the settings, just display, door, lock, unlock, reset, information. As you can see, there are a lot of options that you can play with to get this car customized to your liking. Alright guys, so going down to the mid menu again. So we have the button here for mute if you want to mute the audio, hazards, and then screen off button. This controls your volume and on and off for the screen, and then this just is seeking for your radio. Now going here, we have the parking sensors, traction control button off if you want to do some drifting or burnouts or donuts, sport button, and super track button. So sport button, once we press it, you see a little flag coming up on the screen, and unpress it, it goes away. But then once we press the super track pack, we get this whole menu popping up right here. And now this menu, let's go through it because it's a little complex but also very good. So we have the drive mode set up. As you can see, everything's in defaults. Engine transmission's normal, off. Launch control button's located right there. Sport mode setup, so if you press it, you can actually choose what you want to turn on off. For sport or transmission, sport, paddles on, traction, steering, you can also change that. Going back, you have default setup, which goes back to this one. Next, we have the performance pages. Once we click on the performance page, so then coming back up here, we got your home, brings out a bunch of different gauges like your G-force, power, current gear, click to add widgets, timer. So this shows your current timing and whatever you've done. Gauges, so this as you're driving, it would actually show graphs coming up. Your G-force separately. So again, once you accelerate, this would actually move around showing your G-force. Engine, so the amount of horsepower that you're putting out, the amount of torque that you're putting out, the oil level at the time. And then clicking on dyno, this would actually be a built-in dynometer on the car, and once you accelerate, then it would show you the performance numbers, your power and torque at the time of the acceleration. We do have an automatic transmission controlled with this knob right here, putting it into reverse. Do have a nice backup camera with guidance lines, as you can see. Also, once you bring it all the way down to D, you can pull it over for manual mode, up and down to change gears, and then put it back. Once you do put it in manual mode, you're able to use the paddle shifters. Something very interesting a lot of people might not get, this is how you open the door from the inside. It's actually located on the bottom. So a lot of people might not be able to figure that out on the first try, but very interesting feature, very unique to the car. As you can see, the back of the car is actually pretty big for the size, but it's not big enough. As you can see, we do have a passenger sitting in there, but they're taking 2 seats, not just one. So yeah. Alright guys, so this is a look of the engine, the V8 5.7 liter. As you can see, everything's kind of boxed out on these new cars, so it does require you to remove the covers to be able to see the inside of the engine. And then we got the air intake right there, but very nice and powerful engine. Rev it! So guys, as you can see, it does rev out pretty nice, but there's a soft limit of 3 grand, so it's not letting us go over 3 grand. But besides that, pretty nice sound coming out of the car. Alright guys, so let's go for a drive in this Challenger RT.
now it's in default.
Now it's in default mode. You can see the sound will change as well as the gear shifts as we change the modes. So sports mode, automatically downshifts. Just take a listen to the downshifts and the upshifts. Sound pretty amazing. That's what I call American muscle. So one thing you might not be able to feel in the video, but you can only hear, I could definitely feel the response of the gas in the car once the sport mode is on and off. The car moves more humbly with higher gears. Alright guys, so now we're just going to be cruising a little bit in the car. As you can see, cannot hear the engine noise or the exhaust at all. So let's say if you are driving this car and you're taking it downtown for work, bringing it back up, it could be a nice daily cruiser too. And the seats are very comfortable. Alright guys, we reached the end of the video for the 2020 Challenger RT. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and put a thumbs up. Comment down below what car you'd like to see next so I can bring that for you and do a full review. But until next time, hope you have a good one.